Yo, what's up guys? Prism Fishing here, back with another video. As you can see, new environment here. College dorm, heck yeah, that's always fun. So today guys, we finally got the Fishing Planet spinning reel. Holy crap. Like, first impressions of this thing, when I first opened it, look how freaking ginormous this thing is. But look, it's so smooth. It's so smooth, and it's great to hold in the hands. So before we go ahead and talk about this, let me go ahead and grab another reel for comparison. So right here we have the Shimano Sahara 2500. This is the size on this guy, and then here is the Behemoth reel. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. Hopefully you guys can see that side by side that this reel is quite a lot bigger. And this thing is also quite a lot heavier as well. I mean, this Fishing Planet spinning reel here is just under 11 ounces in weight. That's pretty crazy for a reel. And then you have the Sahara here, the Shimano, about, I think, 7-ish ounces? I don't know. Let me go look this up real quick. 8.8, closer to 9 ounces. Where this guy is almost 11 ounces. Sorry guys, I'm getting used to this whole brand new setup here, so I actually got a light pointing directly at me and it's blinding me a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to record at the desk. I thought we'd go ahead and sit down for the first video in the college dorm and go ahead and just do a comparison review, like I said in a couple videos before. First of all, let's go ahead and talk some specs about the spinning reel here. I'm trying to go a little bit quick because I know it's kind of boring just having me sit and talk rather than being out there in the field fishing. First of all, look, this thing, it's super fun to spin. I mean, this thing will just keep spinning. This guy will set you back 160 United States dollars, obviously. 160 bucks. Now, you've got a lot of cool components about that though. So obviously, even with this hexagonal cut in the spool there, it's still really heavy. So I thought that was kind of weird. I couldn't imagine how heavy it would be if they didn't do that, so I guess that's nice. But this feels very sturdy. So it says this is a 3000 size reel. So it's just one size up from the 2500, which makes sense. 26 pounds of drag. That is insane, and the drag feels really good on this. I mean, I taped up my spool here just so I could review it, but I had it spooled up, and if you take line out of the reel, the drag feels phenomenal. It feels really good and really smooth. 11+1 bearings, so 12 bearings in this thing. I mean, obviously you guys can see how smooth it is. I've said that a couple times already, but super, super smooth. I mean, this thing, it's definitely easy to use. So normally spools will measure how many yards of either the diameter of the line or what pound test line can fit on there, but this guy is all meters, so that's kind of confusing. You guys can figure it out on your own, but what I have on here, which probably isn't the best idea, but because it was so beefy, I decided to go with it. 50-pound braid. Pairing it up with the 26-pound drag. I mean, I'm gonna be using this thing for some trophy fish, hopefully pike. There's a reservoir close to here where there's some pike and muskie. I mean, I doubt we'll get one, but we'll see. We'll see in 4 years. Let's see if we can get a pike or a muskie, you know. That might be a cool challenge, but 50-pound braid on here. I can fit about 60 yards, which isn't a whole lot, but it's still super easy to cast, even with that line. And paired up with the Nammu rod, the videos should be somewhere over here. You guys can see the review on the Fishing Planet spinning rod. This thing pairs up really nice with it, and it feels very, very sturdy. So it says it's got a metal spool and high strength metal body. So this thing should last a very long time. Metal all the way around. That's probably where the weight comes from, which makes sense, but it feels very sturdy, like it feels heavy duty. It's got, you know, that clicking and the drag. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it with my AC blaring in the background, but clicks both ways, so that's good. All right, so this is the box that it came with. Very slick. I mean, you can see it's a little dirty from shipping, but this is the box. You got all the stats there on the side, but very slick looking box. So as you guys can see, it's got the foam insert right there for the reel, and it fits very nicely in there. It won't damage it at all. So all the parts came in there. One thing I did find kind of weird about this was, so normally on a spinning reel, you have the knob on the side where you can unscrew it, and when you unscrew the knob, it allows the handle to fold in or change sides. God, this is a long screw, my God. But anyway, once you get the screw out, you can then take the arm out and switch it around and that sort of things, and it'll move freely and it'll fold up. So anyway, that knob will unlock the reel handle so you can move it around or change its side. So I thought this was kind of interesting. This other reel doesn't do it. I'll show you in a second after I finish screwing this in. There we go. And see, now it's locked into place, not going anywhere. Also got bearings on this handle too, so that's pretty cool. Looking at the Fishing Planet reel here, if you go ahead, check out that cool side plate. God, I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera. I'm also looking at my phone because I got it pulled up to see what the GoPro's seeing. But anyway, they have their logo on the reel cap, and it looks pretty sick. So I'll unscrew this here. Comes out super easily, but look at this. This reel handle still not going anywhere, and the cap is completely off there. So I thought that was kind of weird. What you have to do is you have to hold the spool and crank backwards to unscrew the handle. And another weird thing is this isn't going anywhere. It won't fold up either. I mean, you can switch sides here, no problem, but all you gotta do is to put it back in is put it on the side you want it, hold the spool so it doesn't go anywhere, and just reel it back into place. And once you feel tension, just push it a little bit more, and that thing is locked in, not going anywhere. So to be honest, I think the cap really doesn't have a purpose, which is kind of weird because most reels allow that handle to be moved and folded for storage, but this does not do that at all. That cap just sort of protects the other screw. So that's kind of weird. Never seen that before, but it still works really good. And I mean, especially to keep sand out and things, that is very helpful. One thing I will say, that little black peg allows you to wrap the line around there and keep it there. So in case you're traveling, you want to store your spool but don't want to take all the line out, you can wrap it around there. One thing I will say, this line especially, I don't know if that's the case with mono or fluoro, but this 50-pound braid does not stay in place at all. It keeps falling out, and it's the most annoying thing. I'll go ahead and take this apart for you to show how easy it is. So all you gotta do is unscrew the drag cap, boom, off. You guys can go ahead and take a look on the inside there. Pretty empty. I mean, it's just got a clicker in there. You just pull it right off. Another thing I think is pretty interesting, for this size of reel, there's a lot of empty space on the inside of the spool where they could have made it a little bit larger to hold a little bit more line. It is kind of weird just how empty this space is and how much room that it looks like is just in here, and just like that, it's ready to move. Ooh, that drags really tight. The Fishing Planet spinning reel, I feel like, is a lot better than the Fishing Planet bait casting reel because it's a lot easier to manage. It feels a lot more sturdy. Really, that's about it. Full metal body, 26 pounds of drag. This thing is pretty awesome, pretty sturdy, very smooth in the hands. It came with a bag for the reel too. So did the bait casting reel. I don't think I mentioned that, but it does come with a nice bag. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see me do a podcast here, let me know, because I got a lot of different things set up here now. I got a light in front of my face. I got a mic stand. I got some good stuff here. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of this reel? Let me know too. Go check them out. Link in the description. That's it for me, guys. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.